I'm Mike Bibby.
I'm Ty Ellis.
I'm Eddie House, host of the Straight Game Podcast.
Each week we're bringing you real,
Raw conversations about sports,
life, and family.
We already linked with Fat Joe, Baron Davis, Jamal Crawford.
Man, we just getting started.
Tap into Straight Game wherever you get your podcasts.
You can also watch all episodes on YouTube.
What's happening? Welcome to the Straight Game Podcast. I'm Eddie House, Ty Ellis, Mike Bibby. We're going to get it right into it. We're going to talk about your best games and your worst games that you had. And out of this, you know, maybe we give some youngsters some game on how to handle both sides of the coin. You know what I mean? Because you know how it is. You have a great game, you might feel like you're on top of the world. You had a worst game, you might feel you're at the bottom. So, like, we might be able to get some game from that. So
my thing was you always take the good with the bad. You never want the bads, but you never expect them either. But you gotta, like, if you're willing to take a great night, you want to have some bad ones. You know what I mean? So that was my mindset. Like, shit, you're gonna have some good ones, but just you're gonna have more good than bad.
What was your best one? Like, whether it be high school, college, NBA, what was your highlight of your, man, that was one of them. You know how when your biorhythm is just rocking and ain't nothing you could do that's off kilter.
I had a week in the league. I got player of the week one time. And I think I averaged like 38 points a game. I scored 44 times in the NBA, and 3 of them were in the same week. And it was the same time I got my high. That was probably that I was rolling the most as far as, shit, how long is this gonna last? You know what I mean? And it was just, that's probably the best time. But like the best game I think I ever had, like scoring wise, was probably at 53 in high school. Now when I was in high school now, before the game started, I saw a guy writing the book. He already marked me down for 35 points because that's what I was gonna get regardless. That's what I was gonna get. Mm-hmm. He already marked me 35.
That's how you was doing it?
Was your high school team?
That's how you was doing it.
We played a different style of game, but we weren't great.
Were you a volume shooter?
I'm not
He's
really.
A bucket getter.
Yeah, I was scoring. Like, I scored from all 3 levels, but they would mark me down for 35 before the game started because they know. It wasn't going under 35. But what I'm saying, something stupid.
You see how you said that too? You see how you said that too? You know.
But the best game I probably had was against North High School. I can't remember. I might have been a junior. I had 53 points with no layups. So it was, I had 9 3-pointers. Got to the free throw line. A lot of it was like mid-range shots. You know what I mean? So that was probably the best game I've had as far as like scoring wise and thing. But our high school team averaged like 98 points. So we played Paul West.
Especially back then.
Paul Westhead. Remember Paul Westhead?
Yeah, exactly. Loyola Marymount. Yeah.
So we'd pick up full court, pressure, make you play our pace, and we just score. You know, take any shot you want and just play. So that was probably my best one.
What about you, Ty?
My best high school or just game period?
Whichever one.
High school, 14, 16 points.
Oh, you was out there lightweight work out there.
He was out there fouling. Remember he was out there fouling.
That's short change out there. That's a quarter. We did that in a quarter or a half at least.
Y'all know my story. I came up. I was late. I didn't say
Eddie started cooking you. I just had
but he said 14 though. Like
14 to 18, 16, somewhere in there. I came up
14 to 18 is different, but come on, man. That's your
He started cooking. I wasn't cooking. I just laughed.
You laughed. You know that shit's funny.
But we said 35. I didn't know that 35.
It wasn't going under that.
I'm just saying. It wasn't going to happen. I don't know what would happen. What going on 35? But my story. I went to a NAIA school, so I didn't go Power 5 and
high
Pac-10.
school.
Huh?
High school.
I know. So
you ain't getting no 30s.
No, I wasn't. I was.
He
I
was
came on the-
fouling. We
I came
already
on the
said
bench.
that.
Right, you did say that. He was a hack. He was a hack. That's what
Well,
it
that's
was.
cool. Now it makes my story better. In college, I had a couple of 40s and 30s and
Okay.
all that type
So
of
you
stuff.
scored 40 in college, but not high school?
I'm telling you, I was a
did that
late
happen?
bloomer. I was a late bloomer. I went
Yeah.
from barely dunking to flying.
Okay.
I mean,
He was flying,
flying.
soaring.
Get flown over. Same. She was up there.
Hey, you
dog.
at the penthouse, huh?
I'm telling
Hey,
you.
the elevator go to the 8th floor. You
I'm
going to
telling
the
you,
penthouse?
I'm looking in the rim, hanging. Yeah, that type of thing. And then, but as a pro, I had some real good summer league games. Do those count? Not really.
Yeah, shit. If you on the
Summer
court,
league?
that shit
Yeah,
counts.
summer league in
how you
Vegas
felt?
and
on the court, that
and
shit
Long
count.
Beach at the Pyramid.
That's like when I was in summer league. I played the summer pro-am. I had like 14. J-Kid was feeding me. So that's what you did in high school?
Yeah. They cooking you.
He called me Charles Barkley one day. Now Teddy Pendergrass looking at me.
Teddy P? Teddy P gonna get them pennies off. You understand me? Yeah. You goddamn right. Call me Teddy P, you know what I mean? Yeah. Teddy the player, you understand me? That's what Teddy P stand for. You did.
But at the pro level, I did have a couple games where I hit like 9, 10 threes.
That's big time.
Averaged 20, 22 in the Euro League. Y'all don't know about Euro League, but Luka led Euro League in scoring at 17.
Yeah, but and that's crazy that you averaged 20 and he led the league at 17. That's how good that league was, huh?
That league was really good. So you
17-year-old out here leading the league.
Why you on your hands, huh?
I tell you this.
You on your hands,
The best teams in Europe.
Fucking with you. Do not say it. Don't say it.
The best teams in Europe.
You better not say it.
The best teams in
Don't
Europe
say it. Don't say it. Don't say it,
can
please.
compete against the worst teams in the NBA.
Oh my gosh, this nigga here is ill. Excuse my language for saying that right there, but Ty Ellis.
I believe that, bro.
Is
believe
Ty
it.
short for Tyler or Tyrone?
Tyrone. So you know that it's in me.
Tyrone Ellis. Please knock that off. If you don't,
The worst teams.
if you don't fucking
the
stop
bottom two teams.
2 years ago, the worst team was the Orlando Magic. You telling me there was a team over there that could beat the Orlando
Absolutely.
Magic? With Paolo Banchero
Absolutely.
being the best player on the floor.
I'm telling you.
You ill as hell.
Hey, the Barcelonas, the Real Madrids.
I need some water.
Here, go. Tell us about your game, man. Come on. Tell us about
What
your
is he
best
talking
game.
about, though?
Yo,
That shit is ill. You know
Y'all
it's ill.
know basketball. Put in the comments.
You know that shit is ill.
Put in the comments and be honest. Be honest. Put it. Which camera is it? Up, down.
It's that one.
Put it. God dog it. Just put it in the.
Tell us your best game. Had to be the 61.
Well, in college for
Had to
sure.
be.
High school,
What
I
your
had.
numbers though?
Huh?
Your numbers.
Oh, I was 18 for 30, 7 for 10 from 3, 18 for 19 from the free throw line.
Damn.
Pretty good.
Yeah, with no layups, all jumpers.
We know you weren't shooting no
Yeah,
layups.
you shouldn't have
No, I smoked my layup. I was like, I'm about to dunk this motherfucker, and I jumped too motherfucking far. I was like, oh shit, I ain't gonna make it. I tried to roll that bitch, and you know how I hit the back and then come out. That's the one motherfucking shot. But that shit, yeah, no, that's 60.
Shooting no layups.
That 61 was
That's impressive.
solid.
Yeah.
I give them a lot. That's
In college, that shit was solid, and it was out here, in front of my family. It was the last time that and a backstory on Cal, they never sent me one letter, and I remember
at Cal?
it was at Cal. Ooh. So here's another story. So Cal, remember Harmon Arena? Remember Harmon, the small joint?
Yeah.
So the last game they ever had there, I made the last basket there. I had 17 as a freshman.
Okay.
Made the last basket in there, closed that gym down when they opened a new one, because the 2 years after that, remember you had to go to the Coliseum and play?
Yeah.
So 2 years after that, we had to play at the Coliseum. You went one more year than you was in the league, but I had 2 years we played at the Coliseum, and then when they opened up Harmon, House Arena.
A different place. We played at
Y'all played at Harmon, and then y'all played at the Coliseum.
it was a big arena.
It was the Coliseum where the Warriors
No, we
played.
didn't play with the Warriors. It wasn't
Oh,
where the
you
Warriors
didn't?
played. It was somewhere else. Like,
That's what we was playing at.
We walked in like through the back. Like I don't even. It was
I don't
like
know where-
Like a farm. Like at a. You know where they do state like farm, like the fair.
Yeah.
Where's it called?
Cow Palace?
Yeah, I think that's where we
Oh,
was
so they
at.
probably did play over in Frisco, the Cow Palace.
Yeah, so that's
where
where
we
we was
would
at.
play our summer league games and shit like that. Not summer league, but like pro-am games. But so I scored the last bucket at Harmon, boom, and then I blessed their new arena with the 61. That was the first, it was the last time, I should say, that I was able to play in front of my family, you know what I mean? So I wanted to close it out because they didn't send me one letter. I mean, I'm right here in their backyard. They didn't send me a questionnaire to even ask me what my favorite book was or what my favorite TV show was, nothing like that. So I took that shit personal every time I played them. That's the reason why I averaged the most against them, because my mom also worked at Cal Berkeley. So I would I would take the BART to go, when we go to the dentist or the orthodontist, I would take the BART and she'd get off at like around 3, and I would walk the campus and like imagine myself, this is where I'm gonna go, this is where I'm gonna be. And for them not to even do that shit, like I was just so fucking mad. I was like, you know what? But yeah, the 61 probably is the
Best pro game?
best pro game. I like the one that I had against
It gotta be when I was just hand feeding you.
that was cold. Hey, that was cold though. I had 35 that game.
I was hand feeding them.
He was calling my play. But I would say it was when I was with the Suns.
Miami.
No, I was in Miami. It was my last game that I ever played, regular season game. I finished with 35.
Tell the story about again how they hit you with.
They hit you. What happened?
All right, so this how crazy this story is. All right, so that game that I had my career high, 35 in a game, I ain't played in like 3 games, right? So I'm thinking like, all right, cool, I'm kicking it. We in Toronto, having a good time. I have a friend with me. You know what I mean? I have friends in different places and stuff like that. I normally have companionship with me when I'm hanging on out. You know what I mean? But so I had been up all night, right? And I'm probably going to sleep maybe 6. We got 9 o'clock breakfast, 9, 10 o'clock breakfast. I slide down. I come down and he hit me like, hey. I'm like, what? He was like, are you starting tonight? I said, wait, what? Fuck, I ain't played in 3 motherfucking, it feel like 3 weeks. Yeah. I ain't played in 3 weeks. I'm starting? Okay, cool. So I shoot up, tell my partner, hey, baby, excuse me. I said, you got to get up out of here, and I got to get my rest. And so, come to find out, Delaney is his name, the coach Delaney. He was with the Sun. I mean, he was with the Heat at the time. I bump into him because my partner, Mike Batiste, coach at the time, was with.
That's my dog.
Yeah, that's my best partner.
Yeah,
we
was in Europe together.
Yeah, so he say, we at the Biltmore. We at the Biltmore right across the street from Cheesecake. And we sitting there talking, and Delaney come up, and Delaney was like, oh, what's up, man? I was just telling that story about you. I was like, what the fuck story was you telling me? He was like, how we put you in the game, right? We started you. And you went for 35. We was trying to work for seeding. And you went out there and killed everybody. I said, so wait, you put me in the game thinking we was finna lose this motherfucker? Oh, hell no. Okay, I heard that. Like, he was like, yeah, we was all hella upset. I said, you motherfucker, you was upset? Fuck is you talking? How in the, man, if you... Listen, that shit pissed me off because I was like, damn, so you really thought I was sweet out here. You must have thought it was. But I went for 35 though, y'all. You know, that's one of the records, like, I think Kobe holds it with the most points in their last regular season game. I think I'm like 4th on that list. So, you know, at least I'm on a list, you know what I mean, in the NBA.
Are you putting your stats compared to Kobe?
No, that's not what I said.
Kinda.
That's what you saying. I mean, and somebody only scored 14 points. 14 in high school, given whatever night it was.
He had a different role than we had.
Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you.
What was your role?
I was the president of the
Oh,
big
that's
club.
what it was, son.
Dude, why
He
you keep
said,
that? Why you keep
cuz,
that?
that's what. No, here, I'm giving you some. Here, I'm giving you some too. I'm giving you some too. I'm giving you some too. Because he said because what he say though. You hear what he's saying? I'm like, yeah, I'm with you.
No, boy, that's
He
not
talking
me.
about I was the captain of the bench mob.
Yeah.
In high school.
Bro,
You was coming off the bench in high school?
I told you, that's how hard
He was
I
a late
worked, man.
bloomer. He was a late bloomer. That's what he said. He was a late bloomer,
I
right?
mean, say, man, everybody, but
Yeah.
look at me now. Look where I'm sitting at.
But you need guys like you need everybody to have a role.
Come on,
Matt
man.
Nielsen?
Duncan Robinson.
I don't know who that is.
You two, y'all shoot just like.
No, we don't.
Yes, I do.
That's two different things. Them two different things.
No. Y'all,
Yeah, they is.
Y'all was special
I'll
marksmen,
shoot
bro.
your motherfucking ass right now.
That's a lie.
That's a
I
truth.
am not Lil Ty no more.
That's
Them
the
shits is
truth.
gone.
That's the truth. I'll shoot you right now.
That is a lie.
That is the
We gonna be in
motherfucking
Phoenix
fact.
in the next month.
Well, bring your ass
Come
on.
then.
I got a gym.
Yeah, he got a
I
gym right
know.
there. Yeah. I'm
got a
out
gym
shoot
at
your
the house.
motherfucking
No, you
ass.
won't.
I'm
We
gonna
can film that if
No,
we
you
need to.
won't.
Hey, y'all heard this? I'm finna out shoot this nigga here.
you won't.
The nigga that averaged 14 points. Yes.
I'm telling you, nothing basketball related right now, you're better than me at. Nothing. Hooping, shooting, whatever.
Nigga, you crazy.
Boy, stop.
You
Boy,
crazy.
stop. All that ASU stuff is, nah, bro.
No,
we
I'm a world
grown now.
champion.
You are
And you know what? Hey, hold on. You wanna know my biggest shot I ever made in my life? It was the ugliest shot I ever made in my life. And I don't think you can make an ugly shot, by the way. But I'm gonna say it though. So listen, the Lakers, we down 24 points. I run a high pick and roll with Paul, right? We down 24 in the finals.
The same one that you ran in Miami when I was guarding?
No, that's a
That's a different one?
That's a back pick.
We're still waiting for that film. He said he knew the film guy in Miami.
That's a back pick.
It's been
That was a
8
back
months
pick.
since we were supposed to get it. We
That's a
haven't
back
got it
pick.
yet. We're still waiting for it.
That was a back pick, but
Okay,
this
go
was
ahead,
a
go ahead.
1-3 pick and roll. I slipped it, go to the right side. Paul hits it. We had been trailing the whole time in game 4 of the NBA Finals, and he slid it to me because he trusted me. Because he know that
Right
thing,
on.
that
It's
thing,
wet.
that thing is wet.
Yeah,
you know, he probably would look you off, but
Yeah.
he slid it to me.
Do I,
shot it.
do I need to stay in this? Should I leave and just let them two
Look,
go
there's
or what?
certain thing
Things
rolled
that I
in.
respond to,
Mike,
certain things I don't.
Mike, look, the thing rolled in like this. It was the ugliest shot. I mean, I even leaned into it. It was the biggest shot, the best shot I ever hit, the ugliest shot I ever made, but it was the biggest shot. So at the end of the day, listen, my ugly shit look better than your good shit.
That sound
sounds
sounds
perfect.
great, right?
No, but
right?
it's
so
perfect.
there are certain things that I respond to that's worth responding to.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, son. All right, Vancouver. Y'all were the little brothers versus Toronto.
Yeah.
How did that feel? 'Cause-
Y'all was?
Yeah, we.
Oh yeah, they were weak.
we weren't weak. We couldn't finish
Toronto
games.
wasn't that good either.
They had Vince Carter, right?
Vince came
Yeah,
in
but
and-
they wasn't
No,
like
no,
killing
but
like
they
that.
had Vince though. Like Vince was.
They had star power.
Yeah,
They had star power.
They had
See,
star power.
but
They had big
our
Country Reeves.
But
That
our
wasn't-
stars were
Reef?
Reef.
Reeves, but he was a big though.
Yeah, but
Killer.
He'll kill him.
our,
Straight
our,
up kill him.
our star power was they were young, but it was like you said, inside players. So it was kind of throw it in the post, stand around. If they got a double team, you'll get a shot. But that's the way it was. But just being out there, I think I needed to go through it. Like I said, like I didn't, like as you're growing up, you don't want to. You dream playing in the NBA. It was a Canada team. I just turned 20 years old. I have a newborn. You know what I mean? Like probably I forget how old Michael. Michael's maybe like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And just going to a new country, and I wasn't ready for it.
What was them taxes like though?
Shit.
You was getting hit upside your head double time, right?
Yeah, it was, and the Canada wouldn't give us any relief. You know what I mean? So it was like 50%. We got like 50%.
Damn.
That's tough.
So they would hit us like that, but just being that young and being like, I'm glad I went through it.
Yeah.
Like you look back at it now, like when it was happening, I'm like, damn, I don't want to. I think it was good for me too, being number 2 pick. Number 1, there's a lot of pressure on number 1. Like they had
Number
Buck.
2 also though.
Yeah, but number 1 is different. Like number 1 is different. Like you the first, like
Yeah.
Like even if we play a video
You're
game,
supposed to change the whole shit.
Yeah.
if we play a video game, who you gonna pick? Like if you could pick from anybody, who you gonna pick? MJ. You know what I mean? So the first pick means like it's big time.
Hey, that's
you know?
hella funny that you say that because I got into it with somebody and I love LeBron James. I think he's a baller. But in the fourth quarter, let me ask you this.
Okay.
In the fourth quarter, starting the game, tied up, who do you want on your squad? Do you want, if you could pick anybody out of the history of the game, in the fourth quarter, it's a tie game, who do you want on your squad?
I'm going with Michael.
Hey, everybody's going with Mike. Okay, cool.
But LeBron is still one of the GOATs.
Would you take? No, it's no such thing as one of the GOATs.
Why not?
Because it's called greatest of all time, motherfucker.
In different generations, you can't. It's not even fair to compare the different generations because the game is different. The
game changes, but
The game changes, but there's only one GOAT.
Yeah, there's only one best player of all time.
Why can't it be the GOAT in their generation? Why can't LeBron be the GOAT for the last so many years, and then Kobe?
I want to say this,
Michael, and so forth.
Can I say this to that? I'm going to give my argument on this, and I'll be done with it after
All
this.
right.
But when Mike arrived, nobody ate. Nobody ate.
You ain't lying about that.
But when LeBron arrived, it's a lot of motherfuckers that was eating off his plate.
Okay.
So how are you a GOAT if you allow, like when Magic was there, it was Magic and Bird, we could say that they probably were the GOATs of the right there. You could go Magic or Won't. And you look at the teams and they all got all, you see what I'm saying?
I got you.
Kobe. In the early 2000s, you could say
I
Kobe
got you.
was out here. He got 5 of them things, you know what I'm saying, within that time. Nobody really ate like that. Tim Duncan could be another one. So it's like Tim Duncan and Kobe could be like Magic and Bird when you have that argument about that era. When it came down to when Mike was the guy, who got to eat? Except when he went and played baseball.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I'm not arguing with you. My only argument is that the different they never played against each other, and the different eras and the game, and like I think Mike dominated on both ends, offense and defense, and so that for me makes him. If I had to choose the GOAT, he would be the GOAT. But it's,
There's only one GOAT. That's called the greatest of all time. It's not. You can't be the second greatest of all.
Y'all dap up.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
Step brothers over here. Who is Will, man? Will Ferrell. Which one of y'all Will Ferrell, man?
Yeah.
No, it's that nigga right there. He got the complexion and the reflection.
So he's the other guy. He's the other one.
I don't know who the other one is.
His stepbrother.
Shake and bake?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, did you guys ever go overseas to play in that international competition? Y'all team never went?
I never went overseas.
No, I played in the Olympic. I mean, it's the 18 under.
Oh yeah.
We played against the world. We lost too. They didn't really have anybody either.
Anybody you can remember?
No.
They lost.
Dickel, remember a guy named Dickel? He used to play at UNLV. He's from Australia.
I don't know.
The European team beat y'all?
Dickel.
No. Yeah.
That dude, yeah.
No, I remember. It was like
not Dan
kids
Dickel, but I remember who you talking about. I do remember dude.
So, but it was like they picked from like Australia, China, all the spots. So, but
I got you.
But we didn't really have our top guys. So I think it was me, Corey Benjamin, and Jermaine O'Neal that I think ever got drafted. So usually they have like.
But every USA team that loses, the excuse is we didn't have our top guys.
No, we didn't.
Here you go.
We didn't.
We didn't. Here you go.
There they go. Here
you go again. Here you go.
There they go. I'm saying every time the USA loses in basketball, we didn't have our top.
We didn't.
I just got tired.
We didn't have Kobe. We didn't have Kobe. We didn't have Tim Thomas. We didn't have.
I just got a real question. Do you really believe that European basketball is better than the best of the European players is better than the best of the American players? Do you really believe that?
No.
Okay.
Do I think that the USA team, that specific scenario, the European team can win? Yes. You just saw it this past Olympics, bro.
No, I did not see us win gold.
You saw Steph Curry have to be
Heroic.
I seen Steph Curry beat Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Steph had to be heroic for them to win.
Was he not like that? I watched Steph Curry in game.
I thought we were
fucking
supposed to
4.
smack him.
No, I watched Steph Curry in game 4 of the NBA Finals against the Celtics in 2022 become that same Steph
Do
Curry.
you think this USA team is as dominant as the 92 team?
Not as dominant, no.
And it's not even close because the Europeans have gotten better. That's the reason why.
That's what
Thank
you believe?
I get my own stuff there. Yeah.
Is that what you believe?
God, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm saying this like with all sincerity. Your NBA experience breeds arrogance when it comes to basketball.
Well, call me arrogant then.
When it comes to basketball, man, y'all
See,
y'all
but
shit don't spike you.
everybody overseas would love to play in the NBA.
No doubt.
But if they can't make
Absolutely.
it,
So they can't make it, so then what?
They still play overseas, though. I mean, so
Yeah, but
there's only 450 spots, right? 450, something
hello.
like that.
Now you talking turkey now.
It doesn't mean that that's the best 450, Eddie. Maybe the best, what, 350?
I don't even know. I don't even
No,
call it that.
I mean, what?
Maybe even less.
What you mean even less? How would you be getting a
A lot of
don't
shit
even do that.
political. They got a lot of
It's
political.
Come on,
it's
Eddie,
some
you must-
politics, but I'm
come
talking
on, come on.
That's the complexion. You know what I mean?
on.
That's where that come into play. Ain't no politics when you were brother. Ain't no politics. You know that. Ain't no politics. You
I
gotta go out
disagree.
here. Okay, so who
There's a bunch of brothers in Europe that can play in the NBA and should be in the NBA. But for whatever reason,
believe that.
the
I believe that.
guaranteed
So-
contracts, whatever the business side of it doesn't allow for that to happen, well, that happens a lot.
Well, you know what I'm gonna say to that? Because I was just thinking about it, man. As I'm looking at the little lights over there outside the window, right? I was just thinking about this, and the light came on in my head.
Okay.
Right? And the light that came on in my head is that, well, damn, they had the same shot that the other motherfucker did at some point.
And you know that's not true.
That is true.
You didn't have the same shot as somebody else who.
Man, we all started at the same motherfucking line like this. Now, just because I was a little faster than you, see that? Just because I was a little
I'm
faster.
with Ty on this one.
No, if I'm a little faster than you and I
No,
got there,
dog.
no, because if you fucked up, it's cool. You could be politics fuck up. If you could hoop and you don't fuck yourself over,
know you don't.
you
I
gonna
seen,
make it.
I seen it. Like I seen, like even with Steve Jackson, like he,
In the league though.
but you know how
Multiple
long
years.
it took him.
He came out of high school. Steve was a baller though.
But
you can't deny that.
I'm not.
But how many other ballers we know
That's
never
what I'm
sniffed
saying.
it?
So he listen
Well,
to
that's
this.
my point. Is that what else is they doing so they don't get the chance to sniff it?
Look,
Because there's motherfuckers that do
Nah.
shit on their own that
But it doesn't
shoot
got nothing
themselves
to
in
do with
the
that.
foot.
So like, Steve, his first year he didn't make, they cut him, whatever. The second year he's killing, talking shit. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, ain't no way they can cut you now. They cut and keep Joe. You ever heard Joe Stevens?
No.
End up making the team. Cut Steve
Did he have a
Jackson.
complexion for the?
Protection.
No, he was black. He was black.
So you know what? He was a nerd.
But
That's what it was, man. He was out there, man, doing the right shit. Steve was talking shit. They didn't like the way Steve was moving. He come in here. I ain't gonna call him a nerd because he might not be no nerd, but I'm just
Ain't
saying.
nothing wrong with being a nerd, but I'm saying
No,
like
no,
that's
you know
not
what
why-
I mean by that. I don't mean nothing bad
The
by when I
politics,
call a
though.
nerd.
The
You know what I mean?
politics.
well, it's a lot of people.
It is.
There's probably a lot of people that should be
lot.
shouldn't be in that are in. A lot of people
Man, I
that should
dealt
be out
with
and
this
that
shit
out.
when I was in the league though. But how about I did the same shit though? You know what I mean? Like I still pushed through. I just told you a story about
Yeah,
Marco
yeah.
Garrett,
Yeah.
motherfucking Doug Overton coming in,
Yeah.
all of that type of shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? But what do you do to stay there? You know, like we can't just say that. Oh yeah.
But you have to know some things are out of your control, and it still doesn't work out. And
yeah.
for me choosing Europe, I was gonna be the last cut, or if I make it, I get cut later, and all that type of stuff. So I'm like, nah, I'd rather just
I'ma
go
go
to
get
Europe.
your money.
Yeah,
Yeah, you made a business
boy
decision.
My boy Mike Wilkes played in the league for y'all know Mike.
Yeah, I know Mike.
Yeah.
For 10 years in a row, and every year he had to make.
Was
the
you
team.
better than him?
I was not a better point guard than Mike Wilkes.
Mike Wilkes played with me here, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't
yep.
he where he coaching at right now? He
The Thunder.
Yeah, he coaching
Mike
with the Thunder.
Mike is one of
Yeah.
my closest friends, and Mike and I were roommates. And a funny story in the D League, Mike kept ripping me because I'll spin and he'll pick it. I said, bro, but you got to tell me what am I doing because I'm going to get cut. And then
why
he told me he said, man, you're turning and leaving the ball. Just bring the ball with you.
I told you.
And so,
wide ass spin move. Give me that shit. Rip that weak ass shit.
Put all this hot sauce on this. This nigga over here laughing like he got a microphone in your hand. Is this
He's on your head today.
You just put gasoline on if you wouldn't laugh, you wouldn't tell him on a corner ass joke.
That wasn't corny. That was real. Because he knew that's how you rip a spin move. That shit too wide out here, man. Or you switch your hands with it.
I just left it.
Give me those.
Yeah. But
he said, yep.
He taught me though. He said, man, bro, just bring it with you.
Yeah, right to the hip.
Cool, perfect.
Right to that hip. Like real.
But Mike, his thing was like, I'm gonna make it, and so I commend him for that. And when I signed my first deal at the Pyramid at the Long Beach.
In Memphis? Oh, in Long Beach. Okay.
Yeah, Long Beach. I was playing for the Mavericks in Summer League, and the dude say, man, I want you to come to Spain. All right, cool. How much? Between 1 to 150. I'll talk to your agent. All right, cool. Look at my agent. I'll sign right now. The next day after the game, I signed up on the bleachers. Agent was pissed off, but I was in the G League making $30,000 to
100. Come on.
I'm rolling.
Out of here.
I love it.
Your agent was mad?
He was mad because I could have got more first class tickets and more bonuses, but I thought they was gonna see somebody else.
You know what he thought?
They liked.
No, you know what it was? And it was like 30,000. He was like, shit.
You sure?
Wait, 100? Pockets automatically got the mumps. He was like, oh, look at my pockets over here, small. I got stung by a bee in my leg.
I took that, man, and I didn't look back, man. But it was a great opportunity for me. So we talked about our best games. The best game you witnessed, or the best game somebody scored on you. I remember I did go to training camp with the Timberwolves, and I was so amazed at seeing Ticket play live. It's amazing how he controlled his body with that left, right, or right, left, right, and it's like a video game watching him live. So, what game have y'all witnessed somebody like this is?
The craziest game that I ever was a part of was Game 7 of the semifinals. On the way, we had played you guys, we beat you guys, and then we played Cleveland next in the next round. So it wasn't the semifinal, it was the quarterfinal.
You were in Boston, right?
I was in Boston. And Paul Pierce and LeBron James put on a fucking show. When I say it was like one of those old school classics, I'm gonna guard you, you gonna guard me. I'm gonna go to work, you gonna go to work. It was one of those like that. And like when you caught up in it, you ain't really paying attention to what's actually happening because you playing, right? But it was just it was in the fourth quarter, it was the end of the fourth quarter, I want to say like maybe 2 minutes left. And I just happened to look up because I was like, damn, these motherfuckers out here hooping. You know what I mean? That's the first thing that I thought before I even looked up at the scoreboard. And I'm like, fuck they got out here. And one motherfucker had 40 and the other motherfucker had 40. I was like, God damn. I was like, that is old school classic shit, real hooping shit to where you guarding him, he guarding you. And we nigga, every single time. It's not, I'm over here hiding in the corner, we ain't run, no. It's everybody clear out, go to work, make something happen. And that was to me, the best individual performances by two different guys going at each other that I had ever been a part of, because it was, like I said, I was in the game. You know, Game 7, I had some plays in the game. I think I had 11 that game. But after I was able to like step back and I'm watching what's going on, and then I'm like, fuck, what's the score of the game? And I look up and I'm like, okay, cool, we can win this motherfucker. What the fuck? 40 something. Wait, what that motherfucker got? God damn. You know what I mean? It was one of those. We won that shit. 7 games. We won 7 games. We ended up winning that game. Then we went to Detroit, 1-6, and then we 1-6 against the Lakers to win the championship that year. But that was like by far, personally, the best one-on-one. Now, as far as seeing a motherfucker get some buckets, now they try to pin these motherfucking buckets on me, but motherfucker, I mean, I'll tell you what.
If it's back to back to back to back, if it's
No, it was not back to back. You motherfucker even 8 straight points on me, motherfucker. I ain't saying that. I'm saying that he got 8 points on me, like throughout the totality of the
did
shit.
he cross over? Was it?
No, I wasn't none of that, man. None of that shit was going on like that. You know what I mean? You can let the record reflect. You could check on any of our footage. Me and him get down.
My bad.
But you know, and here's another shout out to AI. You know what I mean?
sure.
One of the guys for real that I looked up to, and you know,
Talk about more
actually made me really want to do this shit on a different level, especially at the size that I was. You know, I respect everything that he did.
For sure.
So you know, what I mean, that's why I want to say shout out to him for that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't the one
50?
getting. Oh man, he got 50. And then the cold part was on ESPN, they showed the 4 buckets that the nigga got on me. Throughout the course of the game, though, like one in the second quarter, and another one in the third.
He really had 42 or 40.
I mean, but listen, if I come in and the motherfucker already got it going, Mike, if you got it going, you didn't make, you already got it rocking. I don't give a fuck who they put on you after that. But they finna get that business. I got 8 points of it. I ain't gonna sit here and
They
front.
showed all of it on ESPN though.
They did. I was hella mad. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this? I wasn't even out there like that. I was hella mad. No, I was hella mad. No, they wasn't. They was the weakest baskets out of the 50 that he had. I was hella mad at Terry Porter. I know it don't make sense to him. I know it don't make sense how you look like Steph and Charles Barkley, but you do. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Don't make sense. They gonna show the weakest on the 50.
It was though. I'm telling you, it was like, I'm like, they did me like this, okay. I was hella mad too, because I was barely playing in Milwaukee like that. I was like,
I didn't even know you was in Milwaukee.
I was in Milwaukee for a cup of coffee. I slid through there. They had me staying at the Haunted Hotel too.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
How about you? What a player you witnessed or gave you buckets?
I would say, I have to say Nate Robinson one time. We was in Atlanta.
Gave you money?
No, he was just.
On
I
fire.
don't even think he played the first half. But something I seen him tell the story. But there he is. So we're in Atlanta. Something happened. His story. He has a story. Like he tells a story. I heard him tell a story, and I remember it. He came. I don't think he played the first half, and had 40.
Damn.
I mean, like
See? You want to talk bad about me? You want to talk bad about me? He ain't played the first half and had 40.
That is true.
I can't got 8 of that. You know what I mean?
Nah, but I mean, he gave me some buckets, but he came in like he was on. Like I had guard motherfuckers like that just quick and just, but getting shots, but they come in just to score.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he came in and it was
Went
ridiculous.
to work.
40 points in one half.
Damn, Nate.
How much of that did you get?
I don't know. I don't think they showed any of my shit on ESPN.
I'm not
though.
asking what they showed, nigga. I'm asking you, what did you get? What did you get?
That game. It definitely wasn't 8. He said it was like 4.
Oh, hell no. If he got 40 and a half, he got about 12 of that shit.
No, so you gotta remember when I was
15.
in Atlanta, I wasn't really. I mean, I played, but I wasn't
See?
I didn't finish the
listen,
game. No, what
that's
you mean?
15, 20 right there, it sound like.
What you get mad at me?
I'm not mad at you.
They showing your
That's
shit
15
on
to 20.
ESPN.
I know, that shit pissed me off.
Why you get mad at me though?
I'm not mad at you, but you got 15 or 20.
You think it's more?
Oh, yeah.
What, me?
Yeah. No
Okay.
doubt about it. I will put it. I bet money.
What you want to bet? What you want to know? What you want to bet? Because I know. No, what you want to bet?
If you say
y'all hear this right here?
like 10 to 12,
No, bet.
14.
Let's bet. I know what it was. It was 8. Go ahead, bet. What you want to bet? And we go back look at that game. What you want to bet?
I'm not going.
Okay, well shit, I said you say you want to bet any kind of money. See how when you pull somebody, you gotta see. There a lot of people sometimes just be
Let me tell
talking.
you something. 8 points. Come on, son.
What you mean?
No, but Nate came in, man, and went to work. I don't know what happened on his side.
I don't know what you was doing on defense. The nigga had 40 in a fucking half. What the fuck was you doing,
I was out there
nigga?
to play defense, and you know that. You know that. What they had me out there to do? Yeah, what they had me out there
Get a basket.
doing? Yeah, that's what they had
Set
me
some
doing.
shit up.
Well, they had him do the same thing, so that's why I know it was more than him.
See, but to score on me ain't a big feat. You know what I mean? Like it ain't to be like, should I hit him for 20? I'm not a defensive player. So to brag about scoring on me is not something to brag about. Is what I'm saying.
Why you looking at me like nigga? You act like I'm talking to you like I'm bragging about I scored on you.
I'm just saying in general that like anybody, I killed him. I'm not out there playing defense.
That's cool. So what he's saying, you just got done saying that I wasn't known as a defender, right? So if I gave up 8 out of 50, there ain't nothing to really
But
say.
they put it on
They did throw my
ESPN,
shit on the
I just
thing.
think
I was
it's more
hella
than
mad. What you want to bet on that?
I think it's.
What you wanna bet on that?
I think it's more than 8.
All right, you could think all you want.
I think it's more than 8.
Yeah, you thunk it.
I want to talk about Mike and Sack making that shot, and we're talking about really
On that right side when he came off with that dribble handoff.
tough. And not only that, just give his insights on that series, how y'all got blatantly cheated. Like that's a legacy series that was taken from y'all, right? But that legacy lives forever. You making that shot to win the game, also.
But I mean, it's like I remember going out there. You know, the play was for Webb. Like Webb, get the ball to Webb and Webb make a play. So, and I just told him like,
Will gave it to you immediately. So
no, but I mean, but like
just reading the defense.
Yeah, so like he went under. Yeah. And so the thing I just told him, I was like, Webb, if you don't shoot it, I'm gonna knock it down. I told him that as soon as we walked out. I mean, I set myself up for this position. I used to make 750 makes a day.
Damn.
And just get it done.
Yeah.
Like it took hours. I have a gym. That's why I was build a gym at my house.
Yeah.
Because I could never find a place to shoot, and when I go shoot, I'd have to shoot in between pickup games and shoot 3, go to the side, and make 700. So it took me like 4 hours. You know what I mean? So I just put myself in a position like I got myself ready for those kind of situations.
Yeah.
And I just told him before we walked out, I said, if you don't shoot it well, if you get it to me, I'm gonna hit it.
Yeah.
And he ended up giving it to me. And like you said, it's probably the biggest shot. It is the biggest shot I've ever hit. And
that shit was clean too.
Yeah,
though.
It was.
Yeah, and I mean, but I practiced those. You know what I mean? So coming off dribble handoffs, boom, turnarounds, no dribble shot, college jumper. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? College 3, I practiced that. I shot billions of those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and just being in that series, playing with, against Kobe and Shaq. I mean, it's just you could see. I was in LA talking shit on the radio and at red carpet events, like shit is over with. Ain't nothing they could do.
Yeah.
And Chucky Brown, Mike, they're gonna bring in a certain crew if they want a game to sway a certain way. And so I was like, man, Chucky, I don't give a fuck who they bring in here. There's nothing they could do. Like we were dominating them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in the next game, we get into the game, and he shows me the paper. You know, you get the paper ready at the beginning of the game, who the referees are, and he said, Mike, look. I said, damn, but I mean, we were up big going into the fourth.
Yeah.
And I remember
they shot 20 free throws.
28.
28 in the fourth
quarter.
So I remember it coming off. So the first play of the fourth quarter, we started the ball. So I come off a brush screen from Scott Pollard. Scott Pollard's going to go screen away. They called a moving screen on his brush screen. Woo! First play of the fourth quarter, turnover.
Now y'all got one foul. They could get them into the bonus hella fast.
Yeah, so they got in. So, I mean, it was upsetting because I think that we could have maybe won 1 or 2 at that time. I think they broke us up too early. Injuries plagued us too. Webb got hurt the next year, I think. But I mean, it was a great series. It was the first time ever being in the playoffs.
Yeah.
My first series against John Stockton. You know what I mean? It was good. I think he got me ready for the rest of the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they let him hold, let him do all type of shit to where, okay, I could withstand Steve Nash the next thing, and then you got Derek Fisher. So I think he just got me ready for the thing. But it was upsetting just being in the situation. We shit the bed, Game 7.
Yeah.
It just shows you how much better we were than them. We shoot like 2 for 13 from the 3. We shoot under 50% at the free throw line and go into overtime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And have a chance to still win. We don't win it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean,
Yeah. The fans were crazy. Would you say SAC has the best fans?
I think so. Yeah, that was one reason why I wanted to come here. So
Because of fans?
yes, I mean, so Vancouver, no one ever watched. You know, Eddie, you go to certain games like.
How Atlanta used to be.
Yeah, so we're the Grizzlies.
Oh,
So when we come into town, okay, that's the game I'm gonna skip.
Yeah.
Those are the tickets they give away.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
School night.
yeah, so we come here, and I remember it's the last game of the season. We're just playing. It's full, like the game's full. I'm like, I want to play in a motherfucking arena like this where everybody's at every game and just come to watch. And that was my first pick. Rest in peace, Michael Heisley. He gave me a choice of where I wanted to go. And he was like, we're going to trade you. We're working on some stuff. We're going to move next year. We want to put you in a situation that you want to be in. And that doesn't happen often.
Right.
Nah, hell no.
And so I was like, he's like, give me your top 5 teams. So I gave him my top 5 teams. He's like, where's the number 1 place you want to go? And I said, I want to go to Sacramento. And he's like, I ain't heard nothing else. So then he leaves, whatever. Summer, I'm in the gym shooting. It's like midnight. So I'm at the LA Fitness shooting. And someone calls Dane. Yeah, your brother just got traded to Sacramento. He's like, hey, you just got traded to Sacramento. I was like, bullshit.
Your brother found out
Yeah, so
that
like
you got traded before you got...
Because my phone was in the car.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't see nothing. You know, you get traded, you got call from Sacramento and call from things. So I was like, ain't no way. I would, you know what I mean? So I go to my car, I got 2 numbers. I'm like, damn. So like, yeah, you got traded. So I'm like, shit.
You were happy.
Yeah, I mean, I screamed and I was running and hollering everywhere.
Cool.
Yeah, but he said a lie though.
Oh.
The Sacramento being the best fans in the.
Who you think, Miami? No, Boston.
Ain't no question.
Ain't no way,
It
Boston.
is Boston. You think Boston
I
is-
ain't never seen Sacramento fans with paper bags on their head.
I've never seen.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never seen Sacramento fans in the finals.
No, because we haven't been there.
Hello.
But that ain't got nothing to do with the fans.
No, that's a low blow. That was a
They
low
got
blow.
nothing to do with the
That was
fans.
a low blow. That was a low blow. That was a low blow.
TNT.
That was a low blow. That was a low blow.
got-
My bad. Apologies to you.
I
He
seen
win the Emmy. He can't tell him shit now. He won
no,
the
but look,
Emmy. He got championship ring.
I'm just saying.
I
A lot of
seen
big
them.
shit.
Yeah,
you understand me?
I remember the year before I got to Atlanta, they had paper bags on their heads, and probably 1,500 people in the crowd.
No, that's bullshit. They were packed. I'll give you a story about that time. They had lost 18 straight games, right? And I'll never. Yeah, they did. Boston did. But they had fans there. This is when I was in New
With
Jersey.
paper
This is the
bags.
year before I went to Boston. They had 18. We gave them the 18th straight. And I was like, this is why these motherfuckers so garbage. I remember, first off, Perk got the ball. Shout out Perk, my partner. He got the ball. Mark that down. That's another one. He got that. He traveling like, man, he's traveling. He got the ball. He like this. Though he got the ball at the elbow. He like. I said, hey man, he's traveling, right? You know, and then he throw the pass, and the ball get deflected, and like it's about to bounce out of bounds, and nobody goes to get it. And I'm like, shit, you know me. I'm like, I got it. Saved that motherfucker. Laid that shit up. I said, oh, that's why these motherfuckers lost 18 straight games. You know what I mean? They weak like that. But the fans was always there. And the one thing I would say about
on their head. You can't be the best fans that come with a paper bag, bro.
they are the
With
best
live
fans.
folks
First
out
off,
there.
let me tell you, they're the best fans in the world, man. You
Because
win.
y'all winning, dog.
Because they're loud.
But they've always been
They
winning.
had paper bags.
They
over
always
their
been
head.
winning. You ain't never seen it. Who was the best fans overseas?
Oh, the European fans are the best, period.
Well, where motherfucking country?
Spain,
What-
Italy,
Okay,
Greece,
Spain. Where at though in Spain?
Barcelona, Real Madrid.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
That sound like a soccer team, man. Stop it with the basketball.
They do have a soccer. You know what? We gonna have another episode about this European versus the NBA. I need y'all to type some stuff in the comments. Leave us some action so we can talk about it. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Straight Game Podcast again. Love.
Straight game.